So, Ramona, it sounds like you have such an exciting career. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I am a entrepreneur, fashion designer. I run a clothing business called Stat. Been in business for about 3 years. I was a fashion student, went to the University of Bridgeport, got my associates and my bachelor's in fashion merchandising. So I started the business sophomore year and I was learning a lot in the classroom and then applying what I was learning to my business. And I graduated 2022 last year, I think. Yeah. So yeah, that's a little bit about me in the business.
Wonderful, and congratulations. And what initially got you into fashion?
So I think when I like started to carve out like my own identity and like things I liked and what I like to wear and what I didn't like. Because prior to becoming a teenager, pretty much anything that I put on, like my mom said, okay, I got you this, so you'll wear that. So it was really more so me wearing what she wanted. Once I started like putting together my own outfits, that's kind of when I just started to fall in love with clothes and sneakers and accessories and all of that. So that was like I was maybe 15. And from there, I fell in love with couture and high fashion. And that just accelerated once I got to college because I actually took a class learning about all of those amazing brands and how they got started. So I would say I started for me at like 15.
Amazing. Wow, that's so ambitious for someone so young. I'm really impressed with that. And what would you say was the most interesting thing you learned about fashion merchandising?
The most interesting thing, I wouldn't say textiles. That class I think I took sophomore year, it was just basically learning about all kinds of fabrics and materials. That was so helpful. And it was interesting because I didn't know much. I knew like cotton and the polyester, but I didn't know about multi hyphenate blends and what's important to use. And again, stuff like that helped me when I was designing just because I knew which fabrics to use depending on the weather, what to stay away from. So textiles is great. My professor at the time had made us like a little booklet full of actual swatches, and we would have to like feel it, and I had to like learn which one was what was best about them, what was not good, so good. So textiles was fun. I still have that book. I look in it to this day when I'm like picking out fabrics for the collections and stuff. But textiles was really interesting.
That's amazing. And how would you describe fashion merchandising rather than fashion designing or fashion buying and stuff like that?
So merchandising, I would say, is designing and buying all like combined into one, just because it's not just about the actual like clothes. It's really about the buying and selling, as well as why you want to buy and sell this. Why am I going to pay this much for this? Oh, well, that's because it's made from this kind of cotton, and that's cotton is rare. Or you want this sort of houndstooth texture material because it's so comfy and it looks aesthetically pleasing. So merchandising really is just a combination of both. That's what I learned. It wasn't just all about the buying and selling because I was learning about that part, but also the design aspect of it.
Incredible. And tell me a little bit about your line because I'm really excited about that.
So that is streetwear, luxury streetwear. I we have a little bit of everything. We cater to men, women, not kids yet, still working on that, but mostly men and women. Right now I'm wearing one of our 3.0 word search tees. We put
I
these out.
like that. That's cute.
Thank you. Basically, the first three words you find will define the rest of your year. So we put this out at the top of the year just to give everybody like good luck. At Stacked, I'm all about positive affirmations and just when people think of Stacked, I just want them to think of more education, more life, more vacations, more blessings, more wealth, better health, all of that, more just abundance. That's actually one of the words on the shirt too. But it's all about just wanting more and wanting to do more.
And what else can we expect to see in the coming months and year?
So the rest of the year is going to be really fun. We're right now planning our fall collection. It's the cozy collection. That'll be out September, October. And then November, we celebrate our 3rd year in business. And we're putting out a limited edition collection that's going to be out in November, like right after Thanksgiving. So I'm really excited. This is going to be really fun quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So yeah, that's what's coming up next.
And what's your favorite thing to design?
The shirts, t-shirts, because I could do fun stuff like a word search or just put the logo on it and then have like a really vibrant color on the background. But I love the t-shirts. I That's where I think my creativity comes out the most.
That is amazing. What would be your dream thing to design? I know you have your t-shirts or your other outfits for men and women. So what would be your dream thing to design?
Right now, I want to say a jacket. Like I'm thinking of winter. My birthday's in winter, so I always have to just think, okay, whatever I'm putting on, I need like a really good jacket to put on over this. So maybe like a reflective coat or a trench coat or even a fur coat. I love a fur coat.
And where can people buy your stuff?
Stack.com.co. Everything comes from the website.
And do you think you're ever going to be in stores or are you going to say exclusively online?
One day, maybe. I never say never, but right now, exclusively online. But maybe further down the line when we can grow a little bit bigger. But I like where we're at now, just focusing on our own e-commerce. So one day, maybe.
Would you consider ever maybe making other jewelry, purses, going further, of making stuff like that?
I would love to do jewelry. I love a necklace, love a watch. So maybe further down the line, definitely. But a purse too, maybe a purse, a nice little crossbody. But jewelry would be so fire. I'm already thinking of in my head right now, but down the line.
Well, when you're ready, I have a friend that might be able to help you. She's a major jewelry designer. I could get you in contact with her.
Oh, please. I love that.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And who are some of your fashion icons or role models?
So again, I love high fashion and I learned so much about it in school. So Donatella Versace is like my number one always. Ricardo Tisci, Olivier Rousteing, Gianni Versace too. I wasn't alive when most of his collections were out, but I know all about the archives. Who else? And Kirby Jean Raymond.
Nice. And what advice do you have for someone that wants to try to break into the fashion business?
Never change the plan, just change your strategy.
I like
And
that.
I say that just because, I encourage anyone who wants to break into this industry or any industry, go for it. You never really know where you'll end up, but just try. You have to always try. And sometimes we come into things with a set plan and set ideas that we think are going to work. But when you're actually in the moment going through it, sometimes you have to really just change or figure out how to pivot and how to manage. So I always say, the plan always has to stay the same. You just maybe instead of going this way, you may have to go that way, but you never change the plan. You always just change the strategy and you have to try.
And if you could sell your clothes to any celebrity, who would it be and why?
Um, Meek Mill, because he's my favorite rapper. Beyonce, because she's also one of my favorite singers. And there's this girl group called Flow. I've been listening to their music a lot. I sell to them too.
Oh, nice, nice. And do you ever think you're gonna ever go in, like maybe do become a stylist and take this to the next level? Maybe become a stylist to the stars in addition to designing clothes that could be worn by the stars or will be worn by the stars, I should say.
Styling is such a big part of the job anyway, because I'm always thinking like, okay, I have this shirt, I can maybe pair it with this bottom, or if I'm putting out this sweatsuit, I can pair that with this bottom. So definitely, absolutely, styling. I love. I style my brother. I style my mother. I style cousins, family members. So styling is already a part of my day to day, and I don't even get paid for that. But yeah, I would definitely take that to the next level. I have ideas now just thinking about it.
Nice. That would be absolutely amazing. And one thing I like asking people I interview is tell me a fun fact about yourself.
I have over 100 pairs of sneakers.
What's your favorite brand?
Favorite brand, Stacked Clothing.
No, I mean the sneakers. I mean, do you design
Oh,
sneakers?
favorite brand? Jordans.
Of course, yeah, yeah, they're the best. I tell you, I just discovered this new brand. It's called Rocket Dog. They're the most comfortable shoes, sneakers ever. They're like wearing slippers.
Oh, I gotta look into that.
Yeah, it's really cheap too. You can get them on Amazon. You can go on their website. Like I think everything is around at most $50 and under.
Really? I
Yeah,
love a cool shoe, so I'll definitely look into that.
absolutely. And since you're a TV site too, what are you watching these days?
So right now I'm binging Suits on Netflix. Yeah, so I've watched a lot of the shows that I have been watching, because of the writer's strike and all of that. They came, like they were on, but then they ended, so I don't know when they'll be back. So I just been like watching old shows. I watched, I don't know why I'm into legal dramas lately. I've been watching Suits, The Good Wife, Drop Dead Diva. There's this show on Netflix. What is it called? Uh, Something lawyer. It's another legal show. I don't know what it is with these legal dramas. I just love them. But I've been watching a lot of those lately.
Nice. If you love a good legal drama, I would definitely recommend Boston Legal with William Shatner. That's another really good one.
I gotta look into that.
Yes, he's hilarious on that show. And of course, William Shatner, you can't go wrong with that.
I'll look into that.
Nice. And do you have a social media so you can continue to follow your career, follow your clothing line and your ambitions because they're absolutely amazing?
So my personal is underscore Ramona, two A's, and then Stack's actual Instagram is Stack Clothing underscore. We're on Facebook too, Stack Clothing Inc. We're on Twitter too, Ink Stacked, I think, or Stacked Ink. I gotta look into that. But not really too active on the Twitter yet, but we're on Facebook and Instagram, and then I'm slowly but surely making my way over to TikTok.
Beautiful. Well, I'm sending you a follow right now and placing an order, and I can't wait to show off wearing your clothing.
Yes, please tag me in those pictures. I would love to see that.
Absolutely. Well, Ramona, it was a pleasure to speak to you. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to talk again soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank
having me.
you. Of course, you're always welcome back. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.